we are doing our best to bring meditation to help people's well-being, but we still struggle. We don't know how to deal with these misunderstandings, and people see it as a part of religion because of its root. I wonder if I can get some insight and wisdom on how you successfully brought into the public education system, the mindfulness and meditation. Susan, would you please answer this question, if you could? So I will ask a question. How have you brought meditation into your home to your children and yourselves? How do you practice it daily? It's again little bit repetition, but related to the religion. I heard that you're a Buddhist practitioner, but apart from your own religion, you just teach mindfulness and meditation in secular setting.
Well, I have been very fortunate. Thank you for asking. I've been very fortunate to have a combination of factors. One is I practiced law. When I started this program, I was a practicing lawyer, and I was a lawyer for about 20 years before I started doing this work full time. And so I was quite aware of the importance of secularizing all of the work that we were doing, and it would have been important to me too. I would not have been comfortable if in my children's public school or private school classrooms, if other teachers were coming in, introducing them to religion in that context. So it was extremely important to me, and I had some experience in looking at things in that way from a legal perspective. And so I was very lucky with that. I've also been very lucky in that my primary meditation teacher is Mingyur Rinpoche, who is a teacher who has a extensive secular program, The Joy of Living. So I've had a Buddhist teacher who models secular teaching clearly and simply for daily life. So the combination of those two things, I was just lucky that I had a course kind of charted for me through these life events.
I appreciate your approach, because if you would like to introduce meditation, mindfulness in public school, they should be secular, non-religious. I fully agree. And you are lucky because you get some teaching from Mingyur Rinpoche. And here, his teaching, secular program, is quite popular in Korea as well. So I'm happy to hear that. One more question to Megan. What kind of struggles you had to make meditation as part of public education system? It's quite similar question, but I'd like to hear from Susan as well, and Megan as well. What policy and whose help did you need in the process?
Thank you for the question. In the United States, we don't have a policy yet that says that mindfulness is a part of education. So we have been connecting our mindfulness in a lot of ways to a larger movement in the United States under the umbrella of social emotional learning. So showing the connection of mindfulness to other strategies for supporting students' social and emotional development. So that's where we kind of connect the most in the United States, I'd say. Similar to what Susan said, it is really important that we train the teachers around what mindfulness is and what its origins are, actually, so that they understand what is secular mindfulness versus what is something that could be reflective of religion and of a Buddhist religion. So it's important for us to train the educators to understand and differentiate between why ringing a singing bowl, for example, might be more challenging than creating a sound in a different way. I guess my final answer, or part of my answer, would be instead of focusing on, so once we understand the religious origins or some of the origins of mindfulness, then we really focus on the neurobiology or the impact of mindfulness on our body and our minds, and focus it through that lens. And there's a lot of great science and research that supports us to understand how mindfulness supports us to calm down, to ground, to do all the things that are so important. So we tend to focus on the science side of it and on what's happening in our physical bodies, and to help to teach it through that lens.
Thank you. Thank you, Megan. That's quite useful. And also, that's singable things reminds me of when I was giving my program, Heart to Smile training at Harvard Medical School a few years ago. I was using my singing bowl. And after the session, the director of the Center for Mindfulness and Compassion, Jeff, approached me. This is quite religious because people wouldn't accept this. So I said that when I teach here, I would not use if it is religious, they feel. After 3 years, I went again and taught, no problem, they say. So I was surprised to see big change. So change will bring our genuine affect and a genuine attitude to bring goodness from meditation. I mean, it is ancient tradition, ancient wisdom, but you extract the good qualities, virtues, and apply in school setting. So I think you are all doing very well, and we're going to learn a lot from you. Thank you. Thank you very much.